I'm inside the Venetian Las Vegas in the Rock of Ages Theater, hanging out with Joey Fatone, who is going to be a big guest star in the show. So how does this happen? I mean, obviously, you've done Rent on Broadway, you've done Little Shop of Horrors on Broadway. How did you become the musical guy from NSYNC?
You know what? I've always done musical theater in high school. That's kind of the thing that I started. I had a love of theater. I did Shakespearean plays. I did musicals in high school, and that's kind of where I always wanted to do stuff. And then, you know, got with NSYNC, and after that, I got approached to do Rent, and then I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. I'd love to pursue something like that since I haven't done it in years. So it was definitely a different take, and I loved it. I always fall in love with, especially live audience, because you get the reactions right awy instantly. So when I got called to do Rock of Ages, I was like, hell yeah. So I'm here and playing the part of Dennis Dupree, which I own this establishment right here. This is the
this is your bar,
this is the bourbon room. Yep.
You might want to clean up a little bit.
We don't clean up here really that much.
This is your character?
Yeah, we only clean the crapper and stuff like that. But other than that, this is the way it is.
The Backstreet Boys just released a tell-all documentary, so I had to ask Joey, would NSYNC do the same?
That face, Joey.
Probably not. Like, oh God, who knows what would come out of that this mouth and everybody else's. How did you know when Lance was gay? Well.
You saw the show choir tapes.
That's right. No, I no. When we made out, after we made out, I was like, what? Huh? Kidding. Joking.
You're probably not going to give us an NSYNC tell-all and let us know what happened behind the scenes. I got just one little thing I want to do with you, all right? Since you got rewrapped on the Food Channel, and you're doing all this thing with junk foods, I'm going to ask you what it's like to tour with the guys when you were in NSYNC, and you've got to pick a junk food to describe them, all right?
Junk food to describe each of them?
To describe what it was like touring with the guys of NSYNC. So first off,
unhealthy.
What was Lance like?
He's a creamy mac and cheese kind of guy. He used to, it was almost like this Elvis idea, something that he had, very Southern. He would take peanut butter and jelly and bananas and mash them up and then put it on the bread and eat it. He wouldn't like just place the bananas and stuff like that. He literally have to mash it up. He says it tastes good. I never tried it.
You don't know that? Hey, up next, we got Chris.
Chris? I'd say he's kind of like a Twinkie.
You might want to clarify that a little bit.
He's a little soft on the outside a little bit, you know. He's more harder on the outside, but he is softer on the inside. More like, you know, like as far as the texture inside, the cream filling. You know what I mean? That kind of thing.
And I have no idea what you mean.
Me neither, but
it
sounded really good,
I'm a little terrified at this point, Joey.
He's nutty. He's freaking nuts. He's a nutter butter or whatever. That's what I think. He's out of his freaking mind, but I love him.
All right, JC.
JC's more a very calm and cool and collect. I think he's more like a Milano cookie.
Okay.
He's more of like a Pepperidge Farm Milano. He's very, very, very shaped, you know, just cool, calm, collect.
Classy.
Very dainty, very delicate, yes.
All right, and of course, Justin.
Justin, he's like a bowl of like, I don't know if it was like Captain Crunch or something like that. He used to sit, I'm not kidding you, and have a enormous bowl, like an actual, like a salad bowl, and fill it up with cereal and milk and just sit there and eat it. He would do that this is like back in the day when we first started, but he still did it on tour. Yeah. He's crunchy and soppy wet with milk.
It's a very in-depth interview we're doing here, Joe.
Whatever that means.
So I tweeted who has questions for you.
Okay.
And Lance had a question for you.
How fun was it to have Lance as your busmate for so many years? He did say that. Horrible. Lance was the worst. Actually, our bus was like a three-ring circus. I'm not kidding you. It was me and my brother. My brother was working for me and the guys as a video director and Lance. So it was the three of us on the bus. I've had my min pin. We've had chinchillas. We had a ferret. We've had like freaking Funny Farm on our bus, like no kidding. But it was awesome because it was like, we had like a huge bed in the back and then we had the bunks. And every time we'd like chime off on it, like, all right, you get the back bed this time, it's bigger. Or if I had family or if, you know, he had friends come in, we would switch on and off. But it was great. It was awesome because we just partied on the bus half the time. That's like our college years is what we had, seriously. Because we'd have like 5 hours from in between from when we got off the bus, to get on the bus, I should say, and drive to the next venue. We were partying like rock stars.
Yeah, those were not what my college years were like. That's a very unique experience.
But usually college years, you're usually drinking,
No,
correct?
you're wild and you're partying, but you
I
don't
did.
have millions of screaming girls yelling at you.
Right.
I mean, if you're doing it right, you do.
Right, but not on the bus.
No, not usually.
No, that's usually drinking on the bus.
Thank you so much for hanging out and talking to us. Good luck with the show, man.
Thank you.
You guys can catch him right here in Rock of Ages at the Venetian, Las Vegas. He starts February 20th, and he's here through April. In Las Vegas, I'm James Vaughn.
Yeah.